the hands, the impact that he has on contact is just fantastic, Clarkie. I'm thrilled for the young bloke and looking forward to seeing him run around.
Well, a win today will give the Wallabies their first 3-0 clean sweep over France in Australia. Plenty to play for. Yeah, we're getting set now for the national anthems of France and Australia. The French national anthem to be performed by Amandine Pettet. Is composed in the late 1700s and still performed with so much passion. Peter Cousins. What about the smile on debutant Will Skelton's face? He can't get enough of this.
It's amazing, very emotional moment. Your first national anthem in the Wallaby jersey, and he's loving every second of it, as he should. He's got to soak it up.
And there is the trophy, the bicentenary trophy, already on its way to the ARU, Australian Rugby Union headquarters, because Australia has wrapped up the series 2-0. And our referee today is Chris Pollard from New Zealand, his 17th test, and the ref cam is operating. Also today we're going to be hearing snippets from the Wallaby coach Ewan McKenzie. We're going to tap into the Australian team's communications system. Israel Folau.
I hope I know we're doing that, Clarkie. We've got permission.
Not a problem. Wallabies criticised for too much kicking last week, but a win's a win. The narrow win wrapped up the series, and it's filled a gap in the trophy cabinet. Today, perfect conditions to throw it around. Looking forward to this one. So to Doucetois.
Michael.
Third and final test is underway at Allianz Stadium. A bumper crowd. Great to see the stands full in Sydney again. And straight into touch. And over the advertising Horton goes Doolan. Let's go sideline to Rod Kafer and George Gregan.
Thanks, Clarkie. Your beautiful conditions, perfect. A little bit of breeze, just blowing from the south, right to left on your screen. Probably favouring France at the moment. George, the French look pretty pumped up.
Oh, they certainly did at the anthem. Obviously, Thierry Dusautoir, the most capped French captain, he's going to have an outstanding game. You could just see he was really emotional. He'll leave no gas in the tank, and I expect a really spirited performance from both teams today.
Okay, not a good opening line-out by the French. Advantage is over from the knock-on, and so Tamua takes on Tellis. 5 or 6 metres inside France territory. The captain, Cooper. Good tackle from Dusautoir. Inside ball to Kurandrani from the distributors. And now the penalty goes to Australia. And it's right in front, about 38 metres back.
Yeah, Wallabies getting some good quick ball there. The French just trying to ruin that in that last phase. Pollock obviously seems to want to make sure the momentum keeps going in this game. The ball in from Kurandrani. It's a good tackle. He was asked to roll away, didn't.
Different tactic straight away from the Wallabies. Last week we saw them opening 2 minutes of the game go sideline to sideline, just try to stretch the French. Similar situation this week. Matt Tamua gets the ball, throws the dummy to the outside, steps off his right foot and really attacks the French, gets the Wallabies onto the front foot, and then again the ball comes from Bernard Foley, who tucks it inside to Vita Kurandrani. Last week everything was lateral, everything was going to the outside. This week, first 2 opportunities, they look to straighten the attack and attack the inside shoulder.
Foley averaging nearly 16 points per Super Rugby game at this venue. Here's his first attempt this afternoon, and it is a good one. Wallabies on the board. Australia leading 3-0.
Yeah, it's a good start. You want to get the points on the board early. Their clean out and rucking was pretty good, so a very efficient start to the game. The ball from the kickoff went deep to White, and straight away they got field position, so very efficient start.
Fardy waits and takes it for Australia. And now the penalty goes against the Wallabies.
Straight on the ball.
Holding on, and so an opportunity for the French to hit back immediately. A very kickable position on the park. Not releasing.
Yeah, Scott Fardy taking that ball. George Bastereau really good in and around the contact here. We saw him last week generate penalties again early on.
Yeah, definitely very hard to move. He gets very good body position. Everyone talks about the size of the man, but he's obviously got good mobility and good range of movement, because once he sets in that position, he's hard to move. And they're going to attack. Australia's going to make sure their second man is very quickly in on their attacking play. Otherwise, the French might cause a lot of trouble at the breakdown.
Great percentage in the Six Nations with the boot. Maxime Marcheneau, a late change for Morgan Parra. Pulled out with a sore ankle. 3.5 gone in the test match. Marcheneau, his first shot. And it's off the upright. They skim the upright and it's away. They missed their only 2 shots at goal last week, and they might rue that one as well. Still 3-0 Australia. So Foley gets this underway again. Goes down to Brice Dulin into the midfield, and it's Shuley. He's been impressive, the number 8.
Move! Thank you.
Marcheneau, Dallas bounces there for the big man. Mathieu Bastereau, and he's into touch.
Good defence there. James Slipper did a great job working in tandem with Adam Ashley Cooper. I think Nick White lent a hand to get Bastereau out.
Bring it on to you, please.
First line out for the Wallabies. When they go to a full line out.
And it went to Skelton, who didn't have to jump. Just took it with 2 hands. Kurandrani, about 12 metres inside French territory. The long ball out now to Kepu, knocked under one defender. Good recycle. Foley, Tamua. A lot of now. And back in field is Rob Simmons. Foley just couldn't control that one.
He does pretty well to get it out of trouble.
Now they'll have to set it up again. Short side Simmons. Skelton on debut. 3 defenders on the big man. Foley, Tamua, showing it on the inside, then taking the tackle. Bastereau was there. Now it's Foley and Cummins on the left wing.
Hey, ball out!
Oops, Foley wasn't expecting that one. Brings it across to Tamua. Now Flower from fullback. Hooper. White, thought he spotted a gap, but he was taken to the end by Maestri. Ball pops out. Not a lot of structure at the moment for the Wallabies. Fardy, taken by Girardo. Advantage being played. A penalty advantage, short side. Skelton. Back to White. Simmons.
Doing well, recycling the ball well, the Wallabies.
Wide ball here. It's Folau. Got it out now to Cummins. Did well to control that one. Advantage is over. Kepu being told to get into scrum half and use it. Now it's Fardy. And White pops one up to Foley. Slipper. Palu. Now they can attack down the left, but straight ahead goes Kuandrani.
Does well.
Palu. Good run over the advantage line. 5 metres out. White running, giving it now to Skelton. Bumps out of one. Skelton on debut! Will Skelton scores the first try.
Does it get any better than that, Clarkie?
The fairy tale continues.
It's about his 3rd touch of the footy in Test rugby, and he scores that mass. The mass the French couldn't contain. White ran across field, found Skelton coming through. Wadrago couldn't hold him. He just went straight through him, and over he goes. Wow, that's great stuff for the young man.
How many phases did they have, Kearns? It felt like 1,000. And eventually, the weight of numbers, the go forward was great. The Wallabies were patient, George, but not just patient. They did the work at the breakdown. They had numbers there quickly, allowed them to get the ball. And then all of a sudden, Nick White heads to the left and finds Skelton.
Yeah, they did. They were building really well. You can see they've got an attacking shape and everyone understands their role. They're going to the edge, they've worked to the middle of the field and really stretch the French defence, who were very disciplined. They didn't give away a penalty there, but that was a great example of team attack, and everyone contributed to that wonderful try for Will Skelton on his debut.
Yeah, he's the first Wallaby to make his debut at this venue since Jeremy Paul back in 1998. 140 kgs, unstoppable, so close to the line. Wallaby number 883. Congratulations to him.
And you know when Will Skelton gets the ball, as Foley puts that between the posts, you've got to swarm him. You can't just leave one bloke like Wadrago, as good a defender and bigger man as he is. You can't just let one bloke on Skelton. You've got to have 2 or 3, and that's the benefit of having Skelton in your side. He does suck in defenders.
So very handy scoreline early on. After 9 minutes, it's Australia 10, France 0. This time it's Simmons who goes high. Lays it back for White. Slipper having a run. Taken by Dallas, first of all.
There's a chance.
Kurandrani. Fafana makes the tackle. Palu. White to Foley. Looking for touch, but getting back there is Dulan. That is into touch, so the Australians will get the throw in to the line out around about the 10-metre mark. France territory.
Talk a lot about exits and getting out of your half, and the Wallabies did it really nicely. Good kick-off reception, nice running play. Still had an opportunity to run. They're mixing their game up well. Just that little play of when to run, when to kick, so important. See the Wallabies last week, winning lots of ball at middle and front of the line out.
Good take from Simmons.
Oh, there he is again, big Will Skelton.
Over the advantage line he goes. Tamua, finally left it behind. White tried to kick down the short side, straight into the legs of one of the French players. So now France just have to control this ball for a while. But now they'll kick immediately. And it's a good one. One bounce into touch.
You sense the French backs there were looking to have a run, though. Here's Skelton here again, breaking through another couple of tackles. It was Dusatois that time. Ouedraogo comes over and gets him eventually.
Tatafu Pelota now. Consecutive starts for the first time since 2012. His 49th test today. And it's been lost forward and into touch. So the French get the put into the scrum inside the Wallabies 22. Putting some pressure on at line-out time there, the French.
Yeah, the Wallabies don't have that many options. I mean, they have, of course, they've got options, but they, with Will Skelton in there, it just puts them under a little bit of pressure that time in the line-out. They've got good jumpers in Simmons and Scott Fardy, but then it gets a bit narrow, and they might use Michael Hooper at the front or Cliffy Parlow at the front.
Huge weight advantage for the Wallabies. Will Skelton contributing there.
Boys, we are getting stability before we move on, okay? So if you are moving, I will not go. Just get still. Gap's fine, just get still.
So first scrum of the match, Clarkie. That's what the crowd's here for. 40. Got to be over 40, haven't they, Clarkie? 40,000 people here tonight, at least.
Looking good.
All interested in the scrum, Kearns?
Yep, absolutely fascinating.
Of course.
Early blue.
Well, that's a waste for the French.
Hey,
They're put in. And they couldn't get the engagement right. Tamua finds touch, halfway mark.
tell him if he thinks that he's not happy to stand up and I'll stop. Understand? Yeah? Not happy, stand up. Understand? Yeah. Come down.
Guillaume with Girardeau. Man from Perpignan heading to Toulon. Ready to throw in. Yeah, it's been won by the Wallabies.
One too many. Numbers.
Oh, technical problem there.
You're saying you had time to number up. Thank you.
Okay, can I just say they're hard, they're leaving in and out. Get a read, mate.
See some fairly basic errors there from both teams. France at the scrum, Wallabies at the line out. Just getting the numbers wrong.
Well, they're a bit confused. Will Skelton didn't know whether he was in or out of that line out. Michael Hooper saying they've got a halfback who's either in or out. He wasn't sure. Now we come back to the scrum, Kearnsey.
Yep, glued to it. Right on halfway.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Chanot puts it in.
Yeah, good scrum from the French.
Surely controlling at the back, and they get the penalty. So it's not all about weight. It's all about technique.
Oh, they were all engaged into that one, Kearnsey. The whole French 8. First scrum of the game, they wanted to set a marker. And they really did put some great pressure on Sekope Kepu that time.
Shot.
And they've got long-range shot at goal. A little bit of breeze behind him for Brice Dulin, so I don't think the distance will be a problem. He does keep the ball quite low when he kicks. Doesn't really give it a lot of air. Ewan McKenzie, coaching stuff. Birthday boy, enjoying the game as he talks to his assistants.
I actually think he even smiled after Will Skelton scored that try.
Here's Delan with his long-range attempt. He's got the distance and
nice
the direction. It's over. French fans, something to cheer about after 15.5 minutes in the test match. 10-3, Wallabies.
He took the long handle to that one, Greg. It's the big driver.
That was some hit, yeah. Had the stinger and it was still going up as it went over the post. So I think that's his range. So that's a real lesson for the Australian team not to give them any penalties because they'll hurt you. That's a great kick from Bryce Dulong.
So they couldn't score a point last week. They're on the board now.
Oh, great work, Michael Hooper. Chase hard. Yeah, wow. That's leading from the front.
12 straight to Dick. Number 12 straight to Dick in his hand.
Gee, he got there quickly, didn't he?
He just took off. As soon as Foley's foot made contact with the ball, he sprinted.
Sure. Shot.
Michael Hooper, the 22-year-old.
Doolan had no time to do anything. Hooper was just all over him.
Important for captains to lead from the front. Phil and George are both captain the country, and well, certainly one of you led from the front. Greg, you had a great career doing that. Spent a lot of time leading from the wing, but did a good job, the pair of you.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hooper is the first Waratah to lead Australia at this venue since 1995 when Phil Kearns was the captain. And there's the reply from Bernard Foley. So it's 3 from 3 so far for Foley, and it's 13 points to 3.
You'd have to say the Wallabies would be really happy with that start, almost at that 20-minute mark, 13 through, being very clinical. Anytime they've gone into that French half, they've pretty much come away with points, which you couldn't script any better when you go into the first 20 minutes of any test match.
Well, they've had 83% of the possession, the Wallabies, so they would expect to be up. But they're doing a great job of maintaining that ball.
And James Slipper has a run.
Six!
Taken by Dusatois. Jamua to Foley. It's usually the other way around. There's the box kick from White. Coming down around about the 10-metre mark, and Milan takes it. Cross now to Shuli. 3 Wallaby defenders in there to put him to ground. Running onto it now is Fofana, and that was forward. Yep. So they just haven't been able to get into any rhythm yet, the French.
One of the Wallabies down.
Scrum. Goal.
Injured. Tatafu Blotter now. Just hurt his shoulder a little bit there.
Last week the French committed 22 turnovers. Just can't afford to
Time off, please.
be giving the ball away that many times.
It's a bit of a stinger there, I think, from Tatafu.
Putting the Wallaby forward pack here, Kearns, to get themselves ready for this scrum. They got badly dished up a few minutes ago. Obviously that was on French ball, now their own ball. Need to get it right. Sakobi Kepler, who scrummaged so well last week, feeling a little bit more pressure from Manini this week.
Sure.
Quite a good combination, this French locking combination, flank and Maestri. Good players, Maestri in particular.
Here Mackenzie and Coach Collins.
Well, let's make sure we switch on to the scrum. Matty, make sure they're switched on here. Let's get the scrum right, our ball.
Sit!
White puts it in. I'll have a reset.
Yeah, the feet just slipped out on the far side of that scrum.
Okay. Boys, come down.
Wallaby it's on Slipper's side. It's often a little bit harder for
Hey, what I need,
the big men like a Will Skelton to get low.
Got it? No, that's what you got to do.
Philippe Solondre. The only test in Australia was at this venue, 1990. It was the last time Les Bleus won on Australian soil.
Crouch!
But a big job ahead of him.
Right!
Trying to get this team back on track in time for Rugby World Cup 2015. So White goes to the right and Flowers up. Gets the fend going.
Always makes meters, Clarkie. Always. Good pick up from Kepu.
And a good recycle as well. Foley gives it down to Pelota now over the 22. Tries to crash his way over the final defender, and that is picked up by Cummins. Cummins is about 2 metres out. Oh, and losing it forward in the tackle.
That was a beautiful line there by Pelota now. He's just running square, hitting the line off the fly half, which was fantastic. Players in motion, really nice attack, and they're showing some really good rhythm here. Tate, what about that?
Izzy Folau, he can really smoke a bloke one-on-one. Great line. You summed it up well, George. Tatafu did the right thing, looking for the offload, holds on. Then it's the bounce pass from Nick White. Saw plenty of those in your career too, Greeks, funnily enough. And Nick Cummins was thinking I'm going to get there, was almost getting the arms, trying to get the arms free to see if he could reach out, but unfortunately losing the ball. But a good opportunity, some good signs. The attack from the Wallabies today looks much better going forward, much better breakdown work, which is allowing them to get momentum.
Yeah, that's right, Keith, and they've got the option to play through and around them, and that's causing a lot of confusion in the French defensive line at the moment.
I think last week they got suckered into the trap of trying to go wide all the time without going forward first. What we're seeing today is the big forward runners starting to get a little bit of momentum. We've seen Kepu make a couple of runs, Tatafu Pelota now, Will Skelton. They're all denting the line, and that gives you that front foot ball.
Few running repairs for Nanini. French Lucet. Now we're set.
Sit!
National.
The Wallabies keeping the pressure on, the French hanging in there.
Picked up at the back by Shuli. They look to clear. No. It's Girardeau. The arm goes out.
Use your arms, please, 5. Use your arms in the tackle, no shoulder. Number 5. Thanks, Bunt.
No arms in the tackle from Simmons. Leaving a bit of pressure on the French. They'll have a line out around about the 10-metre mark. A bit of concern for the French front row.
Really good battle at that scrum time. The French renowned for their scrummaging throughout history. The big 8-man shove. Good line out time. Less renowned. That one's good.
Pastry. Good take.
No problem.
Dallas. Picked up by Folau. Not held. The first time.
Release 2 now. 2.
White. Eventually getting it out of there. Kepu. Cooper can't control it. Went backwards. Rare touch for Adam Ashley Cooper. Skelton with a big clean out. The tackle from Shuli on Simmons. Girardeau comes in looking for it.
Heads up, 2.
Well, there was more.
Release from the hip round.
Girardeau.
Okay. No.
French really looking to compete heavily at the breakdown every opportunity they get. Matty Tamura looked to bang this one deep into the French territory from here. It's good purchase on it as well, and over halfway.
To the impact that Will Skelton had on that ruck. Ball was struggling to get out, and in he came. You see it now. Bang. Okay.
It's like a human wrecking ball. I think there's a song about it.
Go on, sing it, Coach, if you wanted to sing it. Maybe save the viewers, please.
Nice line out.
Mike Toffoli. And now Tamua gives it to Folau. Folau up over the 22. Put it back to Cummins, and he's driven back in the tackle of Fofana. Bowley. But he spotted a gap. Taken by Oladrago. And it goes to the short side, and now actually Cooper dummies. Stays in the field of play. Palu isn't really running onto it. Here's the try, shut him down. They go to the left again. And Folau throws a dummy. Folau gets it up. It's a hands-free. Pops it back on the inside, but they couldn't link up. He
knew Hooper was leaning up on the inside. Just couldn't pop that ball up high enough.
Time's off.
And we might have a report from the assistant referee on the far side, Wayne Barnes.
Well, I think
full time off.
I think he's saying that Hooper may have been held back.
The captain tackled out the ball.
Okay, so what are you talking?
We're talking card.
Are we?
Blue 2.
Blue 2?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, Foley, I mean, Hooper would have scored.
Okay.
100% sure it's blue 2. I just want to check.
Okay, sure. Timo, Ben, can we just quickly get the number, please? Tackle on number 7, Gold, without the ball. Yeah.
Here's Hooper. Oh no, he wouldn't have scored, Hooper. Much more doubt than that. But it was 2 and 3. It was 3.
Okay, Ben, I've got
3 initially. Slimani.
3. Blue 3. Come out. Early tackle.
Babar, Slimani from Stade Francais. 10 in the bin. Early tackle.
Slimmy was trying to hide behind one or two of his other players.
Who's he going to hide behind him? Look at the size of him. Wallabies play on quickly.
Well, it's the Wallabies with the man up. Foley. Tamua. And Ashley Cooper. Taken by Bonvale. Now Slipper. 10 metres out. To the right they go again. Gets it down. Israel Folau, his 12th test try, second for the season.
Time. Timo.
But he's going to check, but I'm pretty sure he was safe.
Footage, try no try, please.
Checking footage, try no try.
The Wallabies going one way a couple of times, and then they fling it back blind. There'll be no problems with this. He was well in.
Uncomfortable, players are clearly in. I don't know what to try, unless you can tell me otherwise.
Chris, I agree with you. You may want the try.
Try to Israel Folau. Second try to the Wallabies. 18 points to 3.
Yeah, really good play. Just a quick tap from that penalty. Wallabies wanting to keep the pressure on with the French with a man off the field. Nick White headed back to the right-hand side. Tamua, lovely ball. There was just that slight little dummy run. I think it was Skelton that he used as the dummy. No, it was Simmons.
Yeah, a couple of dummies in there. Nick Cummins ran a nice line. You'll see Nick Cummins just come in there, hold Bastereau just long enough that it allows Izzy Folau to get over in the corner with the dummy runner again from Rob Simmons. Corner flag, Cam, look at that. Some beautiful interchange of play from the Wallabies there. Structure's very good, George. Their attacking framework at the moment's very nice, as we see Bernard Foley Have a look at this kick from wide out.
And he's bringing it around nicely. It's over. So it's 4 from 4 from Bowley. They're all happy on the Wallaby bench. It's 20 points to 3. Australia over France.
Just continuing what you said there, Cave, the way the Wallabies have been coming off the edge, so they spread the ball to the edge and they come back to midfield, and they've been getting some pay coming down those little short sides, and there's wonderful players in motion, which led to that great team try for Israel Folau.
Oh, what a science here for France. Harlou. That's what he's in the team for. The carries. Number 2 to Noah. Now it's Simmons. Foley. Oops. Got behind Folau. We've seen a little bit of that. Everything is not going to plan, except on the scoreboard. 20 to 3.
There's a lovely ball from James Slipper to Tamua on that occasion.
Down.
That one wasn't so good.
No, Bernard Foley was looking for Matt Tamua to run into that space there, and sometimes you just get stuck passing. It happens quite often in the game, funnily enough. As we look at Slimity in the bin. Tough call, that yellow card for mine. She's a really tough call for a player who would certainly a penalty, no question. Yellow card, not so sure.
Let's see what the French can do. Inside Australian territory. The captain, Dusatois, with that heavily bandaged left bicep. Gerardo finds a big lock. Maestri. 10-metre mark. Machino. Ballas inside for Fana. Drago. 2! Maestri, Talos and Bastro, quick hands. Good pick up by Bonval. And he is into touch over the chalk.
What a great tackle from Adam Ashley Cooper. Really had some work to do. The French found the Wallabies just weren't folding hard enough in defence. Adam Ashley Cooper, you can see, came in there on Bastero, then got back. It's the Superman tackle. Full extension. Great piece of winger play.
Showed some good speed too, Bonval, on that occasion.
Another good take from Simmons.
Wallabies just varying their play.
Wanting to get out of their own 22. The kick goes down to Hugo Bonval and then Brice Dulin. Barty makes the tackle on the 10-metre mark.
Use it!
Arshino. Maestri. Slow coming out of there. The box kick from Machino. Folau coming forward and taking it. Then handing it off to Fadi and White to Noah. And now it is Palu Kurandrani up over halfway. Got through Bastero, but Fafana pulled him down eventually. Pops up. And the penalty goes the way of France.
Hands on the ground. 7 was good to play. Hands. Goal.
That one guy, sorry, Kearnsey, is good under the high ball. Israel Folau. No problems there. And then to keep this ball moving, created opportunities out wide. Scott Fardy does really well. Good to see Matt Tamua really trying to attack that inside shoulder of Bastero. That's where when he misses tackles, he misses them on the inside shoulder where he has to change direction. Last week was 9 from 9 in defence. Earlier in the season, in the Six Nations, we'd seen him miss plenty of tackles on the inside shoulder. So the Wallabies have done their homework there. Tavita Kurandrani will look to attack him. He's got a very good step, although Kurandrani likes to go to the outside as well. That's his preference, go on the outside of a guy. Tamua, however, can change it up and go inside shoulder.
So a good take by Funkat. France desperate for a 5-pointer here. On the 22. Drago has it. Now he goes to ground, and the penalty will go to France.
3 round the side.
Against Kepu.
Number 3, walk away, walk away. Number 3, round the side.
Well, good forward play there from the French, and despite the fact they're down a man, they got their rolling maul going pretty well then. Slimani still off the pitch. A few minutes left before he comes back on.
So they'll have a shot at the post to try and eat away some seconds while they're a man down. And Machino will get another attempt. He missed his first. The long range was successful from Dulan, as we have another look at it, Phil.
Yeah, he got Sukopi Kepu on that occasion for coming in from the wrong side.
41st test for Sukopi. There's the angle for Bachar from the Racing Metro in Paris. Started in the 9 jersey in the first test, but Barra took over in the second. Nice strike. Over it goes. 20 points to 6. Still the Wallabies in front.
Just a nice little wedge to put that over. Effortless little kick. French have had a few injury worries during the week. About 5 or 6 players, a little bit of doubt. They still want to have a good time.
Slimani counting down his time in the bin. Gulam taken by Kurandrani.
This time the French running a bit of protection for him in front of Kurandrani and Hooper.
Manini. That's into touch. Didn't get a lot on it. Wallaby throw into the line out.
Yeah, no, they'll be pretty happy with this attacking position. What are you thinking, Cove?
Well, they've got to a full line out, and the French will only have 6 in, so they should have a free pod. They're definitely free at the back.
Straight down to White.
Crashing the midfield.
Oh, but the mix up there. And towed through by Uge and Cummins. Can't control it over there. It's into touch. And a quick throw in. Taylor's for France. Fofana kicks ahead. Ashley Cooper and now
Chance
Bernard
to run.
Foley. And Bernard Foley. Well run. He'll look for touch. And the bounce sits up now for Hugo Bonval. 23 metres out. Barlett's and Manini wasn't expecting that, so it's play on. Oh, it's been intercepted. Now they'll come back.
First one was off. Off point.
If anything goes out there, comedy of errors. Well, poor set-piece play. The Wallabies will be disappointed with that line-out opportunity, throwing the ball away, getting it hacked, kicked downfield. Slimani comes back on, George, but interesting sequence of play.
Yeah, there was a bit of inaccuracy there. Just with these passes, these second wave plays, just a bit of miscommunication, poor execution. But the French reacted very, very well and used some very good attack, ball movement.
The way they went, yeah, quick throw. Geez, that looked forward to Fofana. But gee, it was a great chase from the French. I think it was the French lock there that came across and really chased on Foley, because otherwise he could have been away.
Just needed to give that ball straight away to Tafu. Hooker's in space. Golden rule, just pass early. He didn't. Didn't listen.
I think he should have just hung on to it and forgot who was outside him.
Exactly, Guernsey.
So Terry Dusatois, 43 tests as captain. So that's a record, one more than Fabien Pelouse. Pelouse has been involved in the French under-20 campaign at the Junior World Cup in New Zealand. And finished 6th, beaten in the playoff for 5th and 6th by Australia. Dusatois, born the Ivory Coast, lived in France since he was 10. And he is 0 from 4 against the Wallabies. Can he break the drought against Australia?
Come up. Come up. Let's get our steadiness, please. Back to where we were. Just hit off his shoulder. You're going to be closer.
No scrums during that 10 minutes that Slimani was in the bench, in the bin.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Interesting setup here. They've got Folau against Bastareaud in the middle of the field. If they can get this ball out, you see there, top of your screen, Adam Ashley Cooper, Israel Folau on the left of the Wallaby scrum.
Come to me.
Bastareaud defending on the right. Geez, you'd like to give the ball to Izzy one-on-one with Bastareaud.
Oh, yeah.
Half a chance there, you would have thought, George. Fofana, though, is an excellent defender wearing the number 12 jumper.
Yeah, Fofana's got through a lot of work and made some really good tackles, gets to his feet quickly, and I'm sure that's something he will be in the back of his mind, just to support Bastareaud, because Israel Folau is a handful. It's a good setup here. They've also got Bernard Foley on the right-hand side, so some nice attacking options here, even though they're deep in their half.
Sit!
White puts it in.
Rock solid scrum.
They go to the right and they're going to kick, despite having a good setup in the backs.
Out we go, Blue!
Here comes Folau coming forward for it. He won't get there. Oh,
Back!
Gone backwards, and Cooper gives it to a forward runner, Slipper. Now it's Fardy. Halfway. Cooper.
oh, almost through.
Good run by the captain. Bowling moving forward. And now giving it to Tamua. Folau. He goes again, beating the first one. Another offload to Skelton. The first try scorer. Try on debut. Palu. Over the 22. National stops him just.
Space out left for the Wallabies.
Oh, and gee, I think Adam Ashley Cooper might have been blinded by the sunshine there. He just didn't see it at all.
That's exactly what happened, Clarkie. Poor old Adam Ashley Cooper there was on, but he just got blinded literally by the light.
Great run from Palu.
Come on, we've got to play scrum.
Yeah, he got around Bastareaud there pretty easily, actually. There's a little hit from the halfback, Machino. And the ball comes out to
We're not here. It's
Adam
good.
Ashley Cooper, who
Okay,
drops
so
it, straight, sun straight in his eyes.
The siren has sounded, but they will pack the scrum. That's a couple of line breaks now the Wallabies have had, and they haven't been able to finish things off. So plenty to work on in the second half. That can be said for the French, really been able to get into any rhythm.
Crouch! Push.
This is around the time the French get really dangerous. They're down behind the 8 ball, 20 to 6 down.
Brilliant, thank you.
It wouldn't surprise me if they come out in the second half really chucking it around and throwing caution to the wind. Wallabies at the moment not letting them into the game.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
And after all that, he's had enough. That is half-time at Allianz Stadium in the sunshine in Sydney. Third and final test. Wallabies and France. Wallabies have scored 2 tries to none, and they lead by 20 points to 6. Skelton and Folau scored the tries. Just a couple of penalties for France. One to Boulan, the other to Marchelot. So a 14-point ball game, and it is 20 points to 6, and we're going to hear from the Wallaby front rower and vice captain James Slipper, and here he is now with Rod Kafer.
Slips a good first half from the Wallabies.
Yeah, it was. We wanted to improve on last week, and I think we did that with throwing the ball around and supporting each other really well.
Real battle at the scrums again this week. They seem to have improved a lot.
Oh, look, they're a tough side. We expected that, and it's a good battle out there. It's fun.
All right, mate, we'll enjoy the second half.
Cheers, Kay.
It's the Wallabies here.
Over Allianz Stadium in Sydney, and we're set for the second half. Wallabies leading by 20 points to 6.
Okay, cool.
Well, Drago waits. Foley about to get us underway. Stats suggest that the Wallabies have only ever lost once anywhere when leading by 14 or more at half-time. That was back in 1922 against New Zealand Maori in Sydney at the University Ground. Wow. That's a good omen.
They won't give up, though, the French. Renowned for coming back from deficits. They've done it in many a World Cup game, particularly against New Zealand.
So an early line-out throw in the second half for Tafu Pilota now. One at the back, down to White. Jamur goes out the back to Foley, across to Falau. And on the far side, Adamashki Cooper.
Not held!
Getting close to the touchline, and we've got a man down as well. We've got Bonval hurt in that tackle.
Did brilliantly to stay in then, Adamashki Cooper.
Tamua, Kurandrani takes the direct route. Taken by Flunkat. Good field position early on, and there's still a man down as Foley tries to get the hands free, can't do so. And then he went low, Talu's over the top, and here goes Skelton.
Israel Folau, absolutely brilliant again. He can sniff out a try.
That was magnificent. Everyone in that French team expected Big Will Skelton to be punching that ball up and knocking him over like 10 pins. No, he's going to play the ball player role this time. Terrific ball.
Kurds, you love a bloke with a big smile on his face like Will Skelton. When he put Izzy through, he just started laughing. It's a great line. Look at Will Skelton. Just runs a little right-footed step there, draws two people to him, and he started giggling as Izzy Folau sprinted away. George, nice little interplay.
Oh, it's beautiful. Long pass, a short pass. Nick White bouncing out a little bit. They've got some beautiful attacking shape at the moment, and that was just a nice touch. He's got more to his game than just being able to carry 3 or 4 people with him, Will Skelton. He's got those soft hands, and that was a beautiful line. And I think Israel Folau's found someone else he might just sniff off throughout his playing career.
Oh, wow, isn't it just so fantastic when a move actually works? They've obviously rehearsed that, and the big smile on Will Skelton's face says it all.
Third career double now in his short career. Israel Folau, 18th test match, 13th try. And from right in front, Foley adds the extra, so it's 27 points to 6. What a start the second half to the Wallabies.
2 Frenchmen down on the far side. Bonval, one of them.
He looks distressed. But Will Skelton can claim half of that try, you would think, as we have a look at Folau's stats. 3 line breaks, 6 tackle busts, plenty of offloads and runs. Interesting. Cooper, there's the injury. Didn't look to be much in it, but Bonval came off second best. Inside the 22, charged down and then knocked on. So that's unfortunate for the French. Nothing going their way at the moment. Fulgens or Drago just couldn't control it. And also the front rower there, was it Manini? The charge down. Good work from Flunkat. So that's unfortunate for Hugo Bombal.
Just waiting, boys. Just waiting.
His dad, Eric, played for France in 18 test matches.
Just waiting for the ball. Sorry.
And then was coached by the Waratahs coach, Michael Checker, at Stade Francais.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Plenty of grunting going on in that scrum. And White has a run and keeps it low, but the bounce is perfect for Ghulam. And away from one tackle. Good carry. Fafana, Carlos, and Jay is over on the left wing now.
Full move!
Bashiro. Diving catch from Alice and on top of him.
Yeah.
There's the try. Drago. 10-metre mark. Nanini. There's it to Maestri. And then the support on the far side. Can't find any hole through there.
See the French are trying to get their offloads away.
Astero. Drago. Talos is the man receiving treatment there, the fly half. Bay Street. Floncart. Oh, that's poor. Fafana manages to clean up. Drago, just one out play at the moment. To the short side, Taylor's back on his feet, pops it over. This is the new man, wearing jersey 23, Remy Lamora. And after all that, loads it forward, and White walks up and bangs it back inside French territory. Alarm to Fafana. Ashado. The inside ball. Controlled there by Girardeau.
Time off. Sorry, boys, I thought he'd gone. Sorry, not my fault. I thought he was out cold. In case there were players scrum here for people. Sorry, boys.
He did cop a knock then, Vardy, absolutely no doubt about it. As Honey Badger gets some treatment. It's a good clean out that came in there on Vardy. He's okay. I think it got him up under the jaw.
Okay, sorry, boys.
But the French, you can see what they're starting to do, Cave. They're really starting to chuck it around.
Well, they are, and the kicking game from the Wallabies is playing them back in there. You see Vardy there, head clash. Chris Pollock thought he was out cold. I think the beard saved him. No problems there, but kicking game, George, some poor kicks off from Nick White in particular. A couple of them with ball in hand, the Wallabies have looked good. They've brought the French back into the game.
Yeah, definitely. Probably that last kick was a good opportunity where it could have been run off a forced turnover. Often the attacking teams in not a good shape in terms of their defence, so you can move that a couple of passes in some space. Someone like Israel Folau to hit that ball 2 passes wider, so there's an opportunity for them to mix that up when they get a turnover. There's a tendency we've got to get out of our half, but it's a great time to attack.
Saw a shot of a very disappointed Hugo Bombal on the bench.
Crouch!
Head back to France tomorrow. They've only got about a month off before they get back into pre-season training, and that looked like a pretty serious knee injury.
Really, keep pushing. Hold it back.
Quick taken by France. Trying to up the tempo. And there's another loose carry. And into touch.
No, it was off the blue foot and out. Off the blue foot and out. Boys.
Lenny, he's holding his knee as well. He's the man that replaced Andrew Sheridan at Toulon, who was a medical replacement. Came in from outside the squad and worked his way into the starting team, and they've won the top 14 championship in France and also the Heineken Cup, so it's been a dream run for Manini. Let's hope it's not a serious injury. The number 1, the loose head.
So that's judgment.
Just fell awkwardly on the left knee there. Came off French boot and into touch. So it'll be a Wallaby throw into the line out.
It's a line out. Are we done?
He's up.
Time's on, please.
Yeah, number 18 is on there. Thomas Domingo from
Look after space.
Clermont.
Thank you.
So both the French starting props are off, Benini and Slimani.
Stay. Everyone's in.
Yeah, get that message about we can pick the tempo right. They're starting to, they've got injuries right to slow the game down. Let's get some tempo on the game.
Ewan McKenzie there tapping into his coaching staff's communication system. Andrade. Ashley Cooper. Taken by Lamara. It's on the ground. Lost forward by the Wallabies, so we'll have a scrum right on halfway.
Yeah, Michael Hooper just having a little bit of a bleat to referee Chris Pollock there, but the tackler never at any stage released the tackled player.
Stay here.
The view from ref Ken.
Advantage, lost forward. First one is lost forward from goal.
Still plenty of time left in this one. And France finds some rhythm and hit back. Final test on the tour. Final test in a long season for them. And the Wallabies going for 7 in a row for the first time since 99-2000. Fashiono, nowhere to go.
Manhandled into touch. He's kept the ball in.
Somehow.
Wallabies got it.
White gives it to Tamura and Foley, and a wide ball to Folau. Trying to get on the outside of his man, has to release. Tamura. And a good carry from Slipper. Tamura, Kepu, and an Ashley Cooper puts it into touch on the 22. And Ashley Cooper, he's going for a record-equaling 8th win against France. It's his 94th Test match. Since 2007, he's played 92 of the 100 Tests the Wallabies have played. So, Mr. Consistency in the back line. We've seen him play on the wing, seen him at fullback and at outside centre. So, change coming here for France. Fulgence Ouedraogo is off. So, Yannick Nyanga from the Toulouse club in 21 is out there.
I thought he had an outstanding game, Nyanga, in that second test last week. Big, strong bloke. Get over the ball.
Pastero over the 22. Carried back. Carlos in the centre of the park down to Folau. Running it back at them and then giving it to the left wing of Cummins. The pass was forward. Okay, let's go to Rod Kafer now to get a word with the Wallaby coach, Ewan McKenzie.
Good first half, Ewan. A little bit sloppy at the moment, the game.
Yeah, it's a bit that way in the first half too. We got up to the attacking. We were 10 metres out 6 times, I think, and turned the ball over for different reasons. So it's been a bit frustrating. We just we overcomplicate the game a few times. The guys are keen and enthusiastic trying to play, but we get a little bit too complicated. We just need to do the simple things well.
You look good when you've had ball in hand, some wayward kicking in this half as well.
Yeah, no, we're clearly better with the ball in hand, so we're trying to do more of that. But you've got to pick your moments, and we just need to control the last pass a few times. The wide breakdown too, they've turned it over a few times for different reasons, so we need to be a little bit more disciplined.
Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Crunch!
Yeah, just an example there, that pass from Folau was just a little bit too far in front of the Honey Badger to be able to get.
Penalty to France.
Straight across. Straight across the scrum. Straight across the scrum.
It's a new set of props for in that scrum as well. Tabati and Domingo on there.
We're saying that Kepa has just turned inwards.
Time off, please.
James Slipper coming from the field. Going in, Scotty Seo.
And Scott Seo, the 22-year-old from the Brumbies. His dad, David, played for Manu Somar in the 91 Rugby World Cup. It's a twat. Now it's a replacement of Vasson Dabati.
Well, good defence from the Wallabies. The Tafu Porter now making a big impact there.
He went backwards that ball, and Masuno can't pick it up, and so Kipple flings it back to Falau. And he kicks.
That's a good one too. Who's at it? Ashley Cooper.
Getting across there also for Francis Dulon, and he'll watch it run over the chalk inside the 22.
And thrown. Off they go. Fofana.
Wesley Fofana having a run. Taken by Foley. And the Wallabies drive through. And it's still there for the French. Just look to settle things down and clear it from their own 22. Back in the pocket. There's Dulon. Just gets the kick away. And not a bad kick either. Into touch up around about the 10-metre mark.
That was a very good tackle there by Bernard Foley. That was looking very, very dangerous with that carry back from Fofana. I think you're going to see a little bit of that from the French in the closing sort of 25 minutes of the match, and have to make sure the kick chase is very, very strong for the Wallabies, because they're looking very dangerous in those types of situations.
Straight to the front to Skelton. I don't think he jumped that time either. Didn't have to. Now it's Falau finding some space. So wide to Foley and Kurandrani. Amara holds on and the ball floats out, but no, he never retired. Penalty to the Wallabies, an opportunity to put it into the corner and keep more pressure on. They've now scored 25 tries in their last 7 tests, the Wallabies. None last week, of course, but it's an attractive stat, that one. So can they get another 1 or 2 before the end of this one? 54.5 gone at Allianz Stadium, 27 points to 6.
Well, they'll put it into the corner and have a crack at some more tries. The crowd are happy about that.
There's a change coming up here as well. What a change as well with Matt Tamua, who's been very solid again, having a breather, and someone like Kirtley Beale to inject himself.
He was terrific when he came on last week. Really sparked up that Wallaby attack.
Penalty goes to Australia.
Played his arm. Off him, please.
The infringement there by the French at line-out time. The Foley. In touch again.
Need to get their call right here, their structure right. France are doing a good job. The Wallabies clearly want to drive. 7-man line out. Rob Simmons coming in. The French are moving. You're giving them Will Skelton at the front if they want it. Wouldn't be a bad option to go to Skelton.
Yep, and they've stolen it.
Yeah, it's another poor line out by the Wallabies. Wasted opportunity. They'll get another line out around about the 22-metre mark this time.
It's poor management from Rob Simmons there. Skelton was free and available 5 metres out. They've used that option, that dump-off option to the front, and could have found Skelton. This is going to get replaced. Not because of that. He's had a wonderful game, the big man. The crowd really appreciating his work.
A try-on debut for Will Skelton. Mitch Hardy was the last Wallaby to score a try on debut at this venue. It's way back in 1997. So congratulations to Will. And I think we're going to be seeing more of him in Wallaby goal. Only 22 years of age.
He did look a little tired there at the end, the faster pace of game.
And again, another mistake by the Wallabies. Very good field position, and they can't make the most of it. So allowing the French to clear. And White across to Ashley Cooper. What about kicking? And then took the tackle. Comes back for Australia. The new man, Sio.
Good run.
And Palu. And a powerhouse again. Kepu. Foley. Beale. First touch for Kirtley. Sio again having a run. A good carry. Wrapped up by Flancart. Barty flings it wide and quick hands from Falau.
There's a hole.
Palu. Bumping off defenders. Beale. Oh, good hands also from Kepu.
A little across field from Kepu.
Good pick up from Beale. On to step his way through. 30 metres out.
Try to get the hands free, not quite there.
Orwell. Pick and go. Vardy. Releases to Foley. And he flicks the ball. Oh, and it was almost intercepted, but now the Wallabies can't pick it up, so errors coming all over the place.
Not-a-con spotted there by the French.
Time's off, Vinny.
Jig Palu's had some impact.
Nick Phipps coming on for Nick White. Movement off the bench. 20 is on there for France, and that's Louis Picabol. A handy replacement to have.
Laurie Weeks also getting ready to come on. Foley tries to get the hands away. Went forward off the French. Falau just couldn't hit border now with that last tackle, with that last pass. St Andre probably not enjoying his day.
Kernsey, you would have been very impressed by those first couple of touches there. By Scott Sear, great way to get into the game with some really strong carries out the front end.
Oh yeah, he's a good player. We've been watching him for a couple of years and excited by the prospect that he brings. Good ball carrier, good defender. As he gets older, his scrummaging keeps improving.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Weeks and Sio the props for Australia,
from goal.
and the penalty goes against the new men.
Pushing.
They just looked a little extended. The Wallaby front row then. Their feet,
You're pushing after you've hit. Away we go. End of story.
yeah, their feet not up underneath them far enough on that occasion. The French will see this as a real chance to attack. Yeah. Very slow at moving to the line-outs though, the French. Use that as a big breather.
You guys didn't keep going as a problem. I'm not discussing it. You got to stop it.
59 minutes gone. 27-6. Wallabies over France, and advantage here for France. Pick them out.
See him move! Advantage over.
Dallas Rastero for Lamara. Blocked it on.
Okay, time off, please.
Both teams a little bit sloppy. The replacements come on, trying to work some of their backline plays. Just not quite coming off. Just need to get back into some rhythm.
What I need is you guys to hit and stop pushing. Okay? It's as simple as that. Yeah. Yep. Good.
It's a simple message for the forward pack, as it always should be. Just hit and stop pushing.
Which is It's a hard thing to do when what you're supposed to do in the scrum is push.
Ref cam up close and personal. Let's have a look at the engagement.
Bind! Sit!
The Phipps to Foley. And Beale. Got out pass. Cummins. 10-metre mark. Fardy to Palu. A carry from the number 8. Beale. And Foley giving it back to Kirtley Beale, and he's got Hooper on the inside. And Michael Hooper will score. The captain is over. That's more like it.
Clark, it was a great piece of interplay between the three New South Welshmen. The Waratahs at their best. Foley, Beale, Foley, Hooper. Nice little play. They set this up for a while. Nick Phipps whips it out. You can see Foley working with Kirtley Beale, and then Beale back into Michael Hooper and the big swan dive.
Yeah, I love the way Kirtley Beale fought hard to get back into the play. He was bumped out of it, and then he fought hard to get into the right position and just sets up Hooper perfectly. Terrific to see when you're getting someone coming off the bench and making such a big impact every time they do. The big confidence booster for sides.
You can see, Kernsey, now that the French team are looking very, very tired. End of a very long season, end of a long tour as well. And those gaps around the edge of the ruck, they'll start to open up even more so in these final 20 minutes. So that interchange passing, playing one or two passes off the ruck will be even more prominent from this Wallaby attack.
There's the extra 2. 34 points to 6. Is Hugh Mackenzie happy?
So message, right? Message is we've got 20 minutes to go. We need better discipline the last 20, right? We don't want to loosen up. We need to actually tighten up and do little things well. 20 to go. Let's keep the pressure on.
Keep the pressure on for the remainder of the match. So the try to the captain, Michael Hooper. And while I have a moment, I'd like to send our sympathy and thoughts to the Cottrell family, because Nev Cottrell, aged 87, former Wallaby captain, passed away in the recent days. His grandson is Angus Cottrell, who plays for the Western Force. So to the Cottrell family and Nev's many, many friends in the rugby world, our thoughts are with you as the ball goes behind now and into touch. So nothing working for the French still. Uge.
There was a knock on. They just needed the bounce and hand on the ball in, and they can have a scrum or a line out, the Wallabies.
Time off, please.
Oh, that says it all. The shot in the coach's box.
You've got an option. It's actually Ross forwards. You can have a scrum or a line out.
It's been solid for the French this year. 3 tries. The most in 2014 for Les Bleus.
Okay. Where is he? Hey, you need to go.
Change here. McCalman coming on for Cliffy Palu. Wow, he's had a super game, Cliff Palu. Every time he's got the ball, you can just see him accelerate into the tackle, and that's where he's had the impact.
No, move.
He'll be happy with his effort out there. Cliff Palu with so many tests over the recent years because of injury. Now the new man, McCalman.
Straight away made an impact, McCalman.
Foley puts it into touch. We're told that Foley might actually be undergoing a concussion test as well. That's been extended now from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. There's a designated doctor on hand now to conduct that, so it doesn't tie up the medical staff from either team. But that's a good initiative, especially by the Australian Rugby Union for this series. Ballas, Astero, bumps off one, and then they turn it over. And it's been picked up now by Pickerel, and it's there for, picked up by Falau, but it'll be a penalty.
Barnesy. Do you know what?
Just a penalty, they're saying. But an opportunity here for the French to get across the try line for the first time today. Remember last week they didn't score a try. In fact, France have been tryless in 4 of their last 6 away games leading into today. They've lost their try-scoring mojo on the road. They've won just 3 of the last 14 tests outside France. Only 3 that they won, 2 against Scotland, 1 against Argentina. Terrific opportunity here.
Yeah. Predictable, they were going to go for the drive here, and they got it set up well, and
Heading for the line. Try to France. The man getting up with it is the hooker, Guillaume Guiraudot. It's taken a while, but they have scored a 5-pointer.
yeah, well set up, good throw to the back. So he set it up for himself with that nice throw, and then the French love this style of play. You can see really the aggression in their leg drives. They started to drive it over. Good try.
Low body height, they were set much lower than the Wallabies. Chris Pollock with a close view. You can see there, you can see all of the Wallabies caught high. Look at the body height from the French. So important, the game of rugby. Body height, both in just about everything you do. The French got it right.
Acheneau. It's down the middle, so 34 points to 13. Is it too late for the French? Can they continue to apply the pressure? There's the try scorer, and what a try it was, his first in Test rugby. Turns 28 this week as well, so try to celebrate his birthday.
They're going to keep running at the French. They've got to continue to have a go. Gee, I think the rest of the backs are ready to have a run there. Wallabies should be happy with this forward position that they've got. Another chance to attack. Curtly Burler wanted his hands on the ball.
Tafu Pelota now.
Move. Understand what?
Simmons down to Phipps. And Hooper went backwards fortuitously for the Wallabies. Weeks.
Oh, good hit up there, Weeks.
Second test appearance for the man from the Melbourne Rebels. Foley. And Beale.
Oh, and recovers it.
Good reaction from Beale. Running into some traffic there, though. Lotta now. Orwell over the 10-metre mark. Phipps. Now it's McKelman.
No blue!
Falau. And Kurandrani. Phipps. Hands it back to Beale. Foley.
Good fend from Foley.
Roll!
Bastero got his hands on him, though. There's a hole.
McKelman out to Horwell. Horwell pops it back to Phipps. Falau. Oh, and that has been picked up by Kurandrani. No, a slight knock on first of all. Looked like he had it under control.
Time off. Sub 2 goal.
Wallabies built some nice pressure there. A little bit of hole running. Nick Phipps did a good job. This is a nice ball from James Horwell. And then there's numbers out wide. as he just gets in a bit of a mix there with Tavita Kurandrani. The ball goes down. Neil McKenzie not happy about it at all. He wants things tightened up. He's not getting it from his team at the moment.
So Tatafu Plotter now is replaced by Nathan Charles. Terrific crowd. 43,188. Now, according to our records, that is a record at Allianz Stadium for a Wallaby Test match. So well done to the Wallaby fans and the French fans who've turned out in the sunshine. 43,188.
Not bad, eh, Clarkie? Rugby alive and well.
Wallabies' final appearance in this June Test window. The next appearance will be against the All Blacks across town at Homebush, and that is in August. Good to finish on a high if it stays like this, but the French are going to try and have a crack down the short side, but a poor kick into touch. A chance to open things up as Beale gets his hands on the ball, thrown into the turf. Pick and go here from the Hooper. Leading from the front, the captain. CO. McKelman. Now Phipps gives it to Hall out the back. Foley dummies, beats one. Holding on to him there was LaRue. Well, the assistant referee on the far side, George Clancy, picking up a knock on there.
I can't. Try again.
There's Bastereau there. He's got to make a tackle here. And Kurtley Beale. I really like the way Kurtley's accelerating onto the ball. There's the knock on there.
Well spotted. 10 minutes remaining in the test match. 34-13. Kurandrani. His test match is over, so Rob Horne makes his 16th test appearance in jersey 23.
Crouch! Come up, boys. We need to hit ear to ear, okay?
Freddie Michalak is on there. He needs 4 points to set a new point-scoring record for France.
Will probably be his last tour of Australia, one would think. Clarkie?
It's Freddie now, 31 years of age.
Crouch!
Been around for a long time, started so young, didn't he?
Sit!
71st test appearance for Michalak. Looks like Adam Ashley Cooper is slotted into outside centre.
Yeah, Rob Horne's on.
Bastereau. And that's gone forward, picked up by Cummins. Hasn't seen a lot of space out on the left wing. Here Cummins.
It's a ball! Gone forward. He didn't have to roll from there.
They'll play that knock on by Bastereau. France will host Australia again on November 15 in Paris. It's going to be a crucial matchup.
Okay, don't pull back.
The year out from the World Cup.
Something interesting from the Wallaby backline here, perhaps.
Crouch!
That's right, Kearnsey. They've got Nick Cummins tucked out the back. You've got everyone sort of
Sit!
set up as they were going to attack that line with many players in motion.
Advantage.
Foley, cut out pass to Falau and Horn. Phipps to Foley. McKelman, taken by LaRue initially. Pick him all over the top. Penalty. He was playing a long advantage.
Scrum. Talk to me, Barnsley. What's it for? Okay. 17 down. Thanks, mate.
There's a scrum penalty there. The Wallabies were given the advantage.
And that's a decision for the crowd, I would say, not to take a shot at the post and beat away a few seconds. They want to try and get another 5-pointer.
Well, they want to be trying as many things as possible. It's only about 5 weeks away before they're playing Bledisloe Cup, 6 weeks away, so you need to get as much in as you can. Wallabies will try their own drive.
Two-handed take from Simmons.
21.
And Hooper. 5 metres out. Phipps. McKelman. Taken by Michalak. Phipps, Foley. Options. Beale. Came off one of the French players.
Offside.
And it was offside, so
Offside. Yep.
Phipps runs up and takes it very quickly and has a go himself, and he finds the gap and dives through it. Catches them napping. So there's another try to the Wallabies. And Phipps gets his first test try.
Yeah, the Wallabies trying to keep the momentum of the game up, but seeing that they want to score tries, not go for the penalties, and Phipps right on the money that time. Was quick to field that, gets the ball from Rob Horn there, races up, touches the ball and sneaks through underneath some pretty lazy defence, I've got to say. Tabati and Domingo, I think it was. No, it wasn't. Tabati and Telefoa.
Nothing like scoring your first test try, Philip.
Well, we've seen a couple of them today, Clarkie. Just terrific to see Nick Phipps and Will Skelton scoring a couple of tries. Just everyone playing their role in what they need to do out there on the field. They're getting into their work, that bench, with an enormous amount of enthusiasm, as you'd expect you're playing a test match. But you know, Sio's been good. Phipps has been good when he's come on. McAlman's done pretty well also. Beale.
Foley. He's missed that one. It's the first miss of the day. So it's 39 points to 13. And those being bold and wearing gold are pretty happy with that scoreline.
If Foley just stabbed at that one a little bit.
Tried a short kick-off, and it's been lost forward by Australia.
Folau went high to that, just couldn't get through the traffic to get close enough.
A little bit more space in the middle.
Rod and George, as we wait for the scrum. 5 tries to 1. You happy with this final hit out in this series, the June Test window?
I think it's been a very good result, Clarkie, in terms of the way that teams shape their attack. They've been able to play through the French and play on the edges, but everyone's had a very good understanding, and I've loved that interchange pass, and particularly from some of the forwards too in this back end of the second half. So all looking good for what's going to be an exciting rugby championship, and it'll take a lot of confidence from this afternoon's work.
Tomashino, Michalak, Mastero stepping, getting away from 1, 2, and then puts it on the tone on a great kick. Cleaned up by Folau inside his own 22. Vardy.
No, Beck. Use
Waits for it. It's it back to Bernard Foley. And that is into touch. Taken quickly by Gulam to Fofana.
Uh-oh, look out. Here comes the Wallabies over the top.
No fight.
He's done well there for Fofana if they've maintained that ball.
Michalak to pick them off. 10-metre mark, Wallaby territory. Michalak, the rear. Inside ball, the Wallabies were waiting for that one though.
Yeah, good defence from Simmons, and he tracked across.
It was Tolafour, the replacement hooker, on halfway. They get the penalty.
Too slow. 17, you were good. 17, too slow. Heads.
The French will be determined to have the final say here. A long season comes to an end for the tourists. Michalak. Good touch finder. Couple of minutes remaining. And a man with connections to New Caledonia, Christophe Tolofoa, only 20 years of age, made his debut when he was 18. Can he find the mark? Hardy put some pressure on. Couldn't control it, so it's there for France. And Michalak kicking high across field. It's going to come down, and Folau goes high. He can't control it, but it's been lost by France.
Wow.
That Jude Bastereau just couldn't control it.
Wow. How high did Folau go for that? Bastereau, geez. Athletic for a big man. Wow.
You don't see the sort of attacking bomb too often in the game these days. Teams like to hold onto the ball, but almost came up trumps there for Bastereau. Eyes only for the ball. Izzy went up high a bit too early, but cheeky little knock on, no good. Let's see what the Wallabies exit out of their half. They'll probably look for Ben McCalman off the back of the scrum.
8 line breaks to 2 for the Wallabies, and have a look at that. 35 missed tackles by the French. That has been costly today. Inside the final minute, the Wallabies. Phipps, back it goes. The clearance kick is into touch on the far side. Only making sure it goes into the crowd so there can be no quick throw in this time. So they have made it 7 wins on the trot for the first time since 1999-2000. That golden era for the Wallabies under coach Rod McQueen. And the Wallabies won the Rugby World Cup against France in the final in Cardiff. The siren has sounded. Will they have the last say? Delan pulled down, and it's on the toe, lost forward by the Wallabies, but it's play on. No, it's not. Okay. Forward pass as well. So it is full time at Allianz Stadium, and the Wallabies have pulled off the clean sweep. 3-0 against France. Led by 20 points to 6 at half-time, and at full-time, it's Australia 39, France 13. 5 tries to 1 for Folau, but a double for the second time in his career. New boy Skelton got a try on debut as well. Nick Phipps, his first test try, and the captain, and another good performance, Michael Hooper.
Yeah, comprehensive series victory to the Wallabies. In the end, it's 12 tries to 3. That's comprehensive against, one of the world's top rugby nations in the French. They could probably have the excuse that they didn't have their best team on the park in the first test, but no excuses in the second and third test. The Wallabies were good, clinical. Coaches are always happy when teams play to what the game plan is, and the Wallabies have certainly done that, particularly in this test. Ewan McKenzie probably will be a little unhappy with some of the execution towards the end, where it did get a little bit sloppy. But overall, I think Ewan would be a pretty happy man. And Michael Hooper, as you say, did a terrific job leading the side, and again, influential tonight, Clarkie.
So at full time, Australia have beaten France by 39 points to 13. 43,188, a record crowd in attendance. Now we can go to Rod Kafer.
Here with Michael Hooper. Michael, comprehensive win today.
Yeah, really happy with the guys. I mean, it's under tough circumstances, 3 weeks in the middle of the year, and to get 3 wins like that, it's really impressive. Almost put 40 points on there, so a nice afternoon in front of a Sydney crowd.
It's been a good test series. The second test, obviously the closest. What was the difference today?
Oh, look, we converted pressure today and scored some really nice tries. I mean, that one Izzy scored was fantastic. And, you know, we held on to the ball well. So, look, I'm really proud of the guys and, you know, we'll go away and come back later for the All Blacks.
Defensively, the team also very good tonight. Not many missed tackles.
Yeah, really positive. You know, defence wins your games. So that's been a real strong point for us this tour. So, you know, we're looking to carry on with that the rest of the year.
Attack seemed to work nicely. Much better work at the breakdown today as well from the Wallabies.
Yeah, we were much more clinical there. Targeting over the ball was really nice. Look, I mean, as I said, I'm really happy with the guys today, and it was a great afternoon here in front of Sydney.
Back into Super Rugby now, looking forward next week, a big match-up, the Tars and the Brumbies. You'll be looking forward to that, no doubt.
Yeah, mate, it's odd circumstances, you know, playing with little Nick White today and got to see him next week. It's tough, but, you know, it's the way it is these days, and I'm sure there'll be a few little touch-ups on the field.
All right, well done on a great series win. Congratulations.
Thanks, cheers.
And now joining me is Terry Dussetois. A tough afternoon for the French again today.
Yeah, it was again last weekend for us. The OCs scored really quickly this time, and it was really hard for us to keep our attention again. So it's hard to finish the season like this, but they were better than yesterday.
Last week the defence was very good. Today, not so good from the French.
No, we're not so good in our defence. I think the Wallabies scored too easily, and last week we were good in our defense and our occupation, and it wasn't the case today. So it's normal. I don't remember I think they won by 34 points. So it's really what we deserve today.
Well, Thierry, thanks very much for an enjoyable tour. We wish you safe travels back to France.
Thank you.
And not a lot of joy for the French on this tour. So the Wallabies have now won 24 of their last 26 games against Six Nations opponents in Australia. The Wallabies have won their last 8 at this venue. They've won their last 5 against France in Sydney. Remember that some of the games were played at ANZ Stadium. And that's 7 straight now for the Wallabies, 11 straight against France on Australian soil, which equals the record. So they've beaten France 11 straight on Australian soil, and also Wales and France. So there you go. Plenty to smile about, and there is a trophy to be presented as well. Australia have won the Bicentenary Trophy. Let's now go to the presentation ceremony, and our MC, Sean Maloney.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a great way to wrap up the 2014 Castrol Edge France Tour with the Qantas Wallabies 39-13 winners over the French. I'd like to introduce the official party for the trophy presentation. Diana Hall from Castrol, Australia, their marketing director. Jean Douillac, the chef de delegation. David Crombie, ARU president, and Bernard Lapacette, IRB chairman. I'll now call upon Diana Hall to present the Castrol Edge Strongest Player Trophy and the Seiko Watch for tonight's match. The Castrol Edge Strongest Player is Wycliffe Palu. I'd now like to invite to the stage the winning captain from the Qantas Wallabies, Michael Hooper, and call upon Diana again to present the Trophy de Bicentenaire.
Pretty high microphone. First of all, thanks for coming out today. You know, it's fantastic to see such a good crowd here in Sydney. You know, we love playing here and playing in front of a packed house, so thanks a lot, first of all. Thanks to the French. You know, they were really tough opposition, especially in the second game. But in saying that, I couldn't be more pleased with the guys. Fantastic effort. You know, we want to play rugby, we want to play attacking rugby and scoring tries. So thanks for the support. We heard you out there in the crowd, and couldn't be happier with the Wallabies at the moment. Cheers.
Well, as Michael returns to his team, would you please join me in congratulating the Qantas Wallabies one more time, winners of the 2014 Castrol Edge France Tour and the Trophy de Bicentenaire.
So, something for the Wallabies trophy captain, Phil Kearns. How did you sum that one up?
Well, I thought it was really good, Clarkie. The guys were far more direct this week than they were last week. There was way too much lateral stuff last week, but this week they made sure that they got the go forward first before they went wide. And Cliffy Palu was a massive part of that. He won man of the match honours, and he deserved that. His ball running was fantastic. He got through a heap of stuff today. So I think the fact that a team stuck to the plan shows a team that's disciplined, and that's probably something we haven't seen as much from the Wallaby side. And they look like a happy team, all there together. But you're always happy when you win trophies.
So a clean sweep, 50-23 in Brisbane in the first test, and then a real slog in Melbourne last week, 6-0, a trialless test, but plenty of tries today, 6 in fact, 5 of them from the Wallabies. So 39 points to 13. They win the Bicentenary Trophy 3-0. James Slipper and Bernard Foley applauding the crowd of 43,188. So that sets them up nicely for the first Bledisloe in Sydney, and that's coming up in August 16. Well, George Gregan, final word from you. We'll get back to George in a moment. Will Skelton, he can't take his hands off the trophy.
Well, it was a really magic debut from Will Skelton. Every touch of the ball he had, he made an impact. Scored one himself, set up a cracker of a try for Israel Folau. That was a real beauty. Just a lovely little change of direction from Skelton, which you don't expect 140 kilo blokes to have a change of direction. But he did, and then he just popped a lovely pass to Folau, who went through untouched. So it was a great debut.
Yeah, one of 5 debutants in this Castrol Edge June series against France. So the players will make the most of this, playing in front of a full house in the sunshine. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage. I'm Greg Clark on behalf of Phil Kearns, Rod Caver, and also George Gregan. It is goodbye from Allianz Stadium in Sydney, where the Wallabies have beaten the French by 39 points to 13.